Yellow, just like this yellow tortilla blanket that I ordered from a Chinese website, as grown-ups should. I thought this is a much bigger blanket, so I can wrap myself while I'm watching movies and look like a burrito, but it's small. And I'm like, what am I going to do with it? And I'm like, oh, wait, I have a daughter. I can wrap her up in this and take funny pictures and laugh at her. Just like she's going to laugh at me one day because I don't understand how to work with the Apple Vision Pro 17. But this is pretty dope. So welcome to episode 14. We made it. We made it, dude. 2 weeks of uploads in a row. And some people in the past were commenting that they're missing my uploads. Now, who's laughing now? I don't know who's laughing now, but I'm glad that we made it to 2 weeks. I probably shouldn't have put this blanket on me because it's not washed yet, but I'm an idiot. So I just wanted to reflect on how much progress a person can do in like 2 weeks. Like I remember when I started this, how I felt, and I remember now how I feel. And it's not that much time difference, but I feel like way better. I sleep better. My food is better, habits, like everything has drastically improved, and it's only 2 weeks. Now imagine I keep this up for a month. Then imagine 3 months or half a year or a year. You can literally change your entire life in a year, and that's like a mind-blowing concept. I heard this quote, I think on My First Million podcast, but I didn't write it down. It was something about, it's insane what you can achieve within 1 month of intense, I'm totally butchering this, but it was like 1 year of intensity or 1 month of intensity can bring you something. And that's absolutely true. Whatever you decide to do, like you just clear everything in your life, and for 1 year you do that, you're 100% guaranteed going to succeed in it a lot. But a lot of people don't commit to a year of anything. So reminder, walk with me, commit to that at least. This podcast is going to go for at least 100 episodes. And if you go for 100 walks, I would really want to talk to the person who will actually do that and show me your before and after picture, or like send a comment or something. So I'm glad that people are commenting, that someone said, hey man, if it wasn't for you, like it's raining and snowing here, I wouldn't go out for walks. So I'm glad that that's happening. So go walk and don't procrastinate. Send me video questions on Twitter, DMs, Discord, wherever. Send me comment questions. So far, I don't have many questions. Honestly, I wanted to fill the day today with Q&A, but no one is asking anything. Maybe because I'm talking too much, and in 2 weeks of episodes, I answered freaking everything. But yeah, conferences I'm going to is Next.js Congress. Kill me. I want this conference to be over. 2nd of February. That's next week. It's going to be over soon. Let's do a quick Benji habit routine planner review. The planner, as always, is just wishful thinking. So nothing in the planner is like, you can see I started recording the podcast now, and I should have been almost over with it. We decided with my wife that Fridays and Saturdays are movie nights. So hopefully our daughter goes to sleep on time, and we're going to watch a movie today. So I should have been a bit earlier. But good thing is I'm not walking Benji outside because it's raining as a motherfucking pole, and the weather is super depressing, but positive thoughts, right? What else? Sleep time and sleep score. I went to sleep on time, I think. Yeah, 10:30. I woke up around 6:30 or 6:40, and I woke up fresh. I did my strength training and everything today. So I think for next week, I'm going to change the alarm to start at 6:45, and then I'm going to lower it to 6:30 eventually, because I like having that, advantage of waking up super early and finishing a bunch of things. Fasting has been going great. So finished the fast, started another fast. My stomach has been feeling really nice, man, like really light. When I was eating junk, when I was eating all that garbage, I couldn't properly sleep at night, and like I had all of these issues throughout the day. Like I would get reflux, and I would feel horrible. Now I just feel light, energized, and fun, not fun. Eating is definitely not fun. I don't see a pepper and I'm like, oh my God, it's not fun, but I feel fine. And I honestly feel, as I mentioned yesterday, I'm not on a diet. I feel like this is how I want to continue eating food. I mean, it's not sustainable. Like today with the movie, I'm literally, like, I hate that I cannot eat popcorn with the movie. Be right back. I'm going to show you this for people who watch on video. I bought these plastic buckets from Temu. This is the Chinese website I'm ordering from. It's like AliExpress, but with a nicer UI and UX. So I got these popcorn buckets, and just the thought that today, like, we're in a cinema room. It's completely black, pitch black, a giant projector, comfortable chairs, and all it's missing is me not being an asshole and not fasting and whatever and eating a giant ass popcorn. Like, if you're like, oh, it doesn't get better than the popcorn. Yes, it fucking does, because your boy ordered this also from Temu. It's like a candy dispenser. Now on the other side, there's nothing. It's supposed to be for pretzels, but it's like the Chinese delivery. They broke one of them. So I didn't even bother to refund it, but whatever. I haven't tried these because I'm on a 2-year no sweets challenge. But like when my sister and brother-in-law, they visit here, like they make last time they made like a giant bucket of popcorn and they mixed M&Ms inside, and I'm dying inside, you know. So what I did for decoration in the cinema, I bought fake popcorn. So you can go to this Chinese website. I don't know where I ordered this from, but just for decoration in the cinema room, I bought this fake plastic popcorn just so they can look nice. And I'm wondering when the day is going to come when someone's going to try this and break a tooth. My point is, I'm enjoying my diet, but I know that this is not sustainable forever, because eventually I'll have to relax and just have a popcorn like a person, you know, at night, and be like, okay, today I'm not fasting. But for me, it's like one day I'm not fasting, and then I have popcorn, and then I'm like, a bit of M&Ms, and then let's have pancakes in the morning, and then it's a slippery slope, and I'm back to feeling shitty. I like how I feel. Like I'm struggling with trying to understand Brian Johnson's philosophy about, you know, eating, like whether it's a good idea to be that strict as he is, or to be relaxed. But like, there's one thing where I support him, is like, he says that he feels great. So you can try to convince him, oh bro, but you have ribs and a burger, but he still tells you that he feels great. Like, that's the thing that I'm struggling with. If I start eating all of these foods, like, it's a temporary satisfaction, but then I'll feel shitty. So I don't know. While I'm at it, let me just clean up my desk while I'm at it. I ordered a bunch of other junk from Temu. I had this. It's from the game Uncharted 4. It's from the game Uncharted. I guess the main character is wearing this. I forgot even what it says on it. Something Magna, something in Latin about being an explorer, whatever. I had this back in the day. I broke it, so now I have it again. I bought this poster from Loki with a TVA. I'm gonna put it somewhere, even though I didn't finish the last episode. I got this soft cushion for a bike seat because I have this stationary bike that the previous owners have left. And when you try to bike on it for like 15 minutes, you get peculiar feelings in a certain area of your body. It's not comfortable the next day. My ass gets sore, basically. This is not a children's podcast, so we can talk honestly. So I tried getting this bike cushion. We'll see if it's going to help. And I got Battleships, which of course, because they ship it from, this is how it arrived. It arrived in I've never played Battleships in my life, so I just wanted to try it. Anyway, back to the Benji review. Enough with the China orders. So, weight is going down again. So 94.8. A couple of people have messaged me privately, bro, watching the podcast. Your weight is probably going up one day because of your muscles. And I don't believe in these people, because it's kind of like, hey, something good is happening. And I'm like, no, it's not. No. So I just cannot accept that, you know, maybe the weight gain is from muscle gain. But today, 94.8, so we're going down soon. We're going to see 93, hopefully. Workout, I did my workout today. I switched something in the morning, you know, because I cannot, as soon as we said, okay, so we got the schedule, right? From now on, this is what you're going to be doing. Then we have a meeting, and I'm like, I kind of changed things, you know? So today I wanted to go on the treadmill for 15 minutes, as I said, and then do a strength workout. The problem is turning this monitor, raising the desk, and doing so many things just for 15 minutes of walking. And then what am I even going to do on the computer? I don't have a plan. When I do my 1 hour walk, like tomorrow is Saturday, I won't walk. But on Tuesday and Thursday, when I do the 1 hour walk, I can start coding. But for 15 minutes, I cannot do anything. So I was like, fine, wife, I'll try your stepper. And it's actually an amazing machine. And I enjoyed it. And I like the idea of the stepper because when I start working out here, like I warm up on the treadmill, even though I should work out that day, there's still this distance between me and the gym. The hallway is between. I'm like, maybe later. Well, I started coding already, so maybe I'm not going to shower. It's just like, I'll postpone the workout and then I won't do it. But when I warmed up on the stepper in the gym, I started playing a show because the TV is there. And I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Even though like it makes me laugh 2 times per episode, let's say 3. So I don't find it as funny as the other amazing shows like Community, Parks and Recreation, The Office, Arrested Development, and so on and so forth. I still got hooked. Like, there's something catchy about the show, which I cannot explain. It's very light. You can relax your brain. So I started watching that in the gym. And I was like, holy shit, this works because I'm sweating. I'm in the gym room already. The show is playing. So I was like, okay, while I'm doing the stretches, the show can go on, right? Because I'm queen, the show must go on. So the show went on in the background. The stretches went by fast because God, do I hate stretching. Like in this Copilot app, they're always random and I'll get something that's like some weird ass pose. And I'm like, oh, I want to skip this. But now with watching the show, I like did all the stretches. Basically what I'm trying to say, it's easier to continue being in the gym and do the strength workout if you do the warm up in the gin. I warmed up with drinking a bunch of gin. Maybe I have gin right now in this. You think I've been sipping water? Actually, I sipped the motherfucker out of this water today. Like I probably have more than 4 liters for sure. Yeah, around 4 liters of water today. It's freaking crazy. So the workout went great, and now I'm going to warm up on the stepper machine in the gym. And actually, during the entire workout, I was watching the show, because it's like with music, you get the motivation when Eminem is yelling, when rappers are rapping, yada yada yada. But I'm like, how much motivation more do they give me? Like, I enjoy it more than if I can complete a workout and also at least 2 to 3 episodes of a show and take that like I've completed something in my life. It makes me happier because I have issues. Moving on, meals. Pause, as always, if you like him eating the same old shit. We started getting into this bad habit of ordering the spicy pad thai, even though it's fucking delicious. But I'm just, don't you hate ordering food? Like, I hate ordering food as a concept. Ordering food is absolutely killing me, dude. You go on Uber Eats or on Pizne or whatever it's called in Netherlands. Pizne was called Gezondheid or something. I forgot the name. Twist bezorgd. If someone is watching from Netherlands, you're laughing, but it was something like that. Anyway, everyone has this app in their country. I hate it as a concept because, like, I would, like, once we won a startup weekend with this idea in Macedonia, like back in the day, and still now there are a bunch of startups that do food delivery. Back in the day, we didn't have a food delivery app. We went on a contest for startup weekend and we won the contest. And when I tell this to people, they're like, oh, wow, what was your genius idea? And I was like, food delivery. And then people, they're like, what? You didn't have food delivery? And I'm like, yeah, I lived in Macedonia. We didn't have fucking food delivery. It never happened because we were basically idiots who didn't, understand how to do business. We were more obsessed with, we literally missed the opportunity because we wasted our time on coding the animations for the login and sign up form, instead of dealing, like when we went to talk to investors and stuff, and they started talking about motorcycles and delivery and when you're going to where you're going to keep them overnight and who's going to drive them, like the logistical things scared the shit out of us. And we're like, let's not do this startup. And then there's another startup at the same time who started, and now they're really big. So we could have been big, but honestly, my goal was never to be a big startup in Macedonia. It's like, usually startup ideas work there because people take something that works in Europe. Like, things are always more ahead in Europe and USA, so people would steal something like Groupon, for example, and in Macedonia they'll make a copy, they'll call it Grouper. This literally exists an example, and the owner of it got rich as fuck. But I don't like doing that, taking a concept and then copying it and then living from that is like, whatever. I don't like it. How the fuck did we get here? Tangents on tangents on tangents. I was showing you the Benji and the food and so basically we had a bunch of innovative ideas. And if I would do a food delivery app, dude, don't show me the restaurants. I don't give a fuck if they have 4.68 stars. I want to know about meals, particular meals. First of all, I want to switch. That's like healthy food. Like, remove all the junk. Like, the first thing when I open Uber Eats is like McDonald's, KFC, a bunch of other garbage. Then you're searching by restaurant instead of searching by meal. Like, I want to see like a gallery of healthy meals and be like, okay, I like this, right? And then click order and it comes to my address. Like, there's too much friction on these apps. Then you find a restaurant and it's never going to be the exact delivery time. Like, it's going to tell you there 20 to 40 minutes. As soon as you place the order, they're like, kidding, it's hour and a half. And then it says hour and a half in the app, but the courier fucking gets lost in Narnia, comes back, goes to another planet, has another drive, smokes a cigarette, whatever the fuck those people are doing. Like, they'll be standing in front of a building with a giant 14 on it, and they'll have the audacity to call you, and they're like, I'll see number 14. Here it is, in front of you, you donut. So, like, couriers are driving me crazy. And the entire concept, like, you'll finally find a restaurant, you go in it, and the lazy fucks don't take pictures of the meals. How the fuck do I know, dude, in Polish, what is kurczaka, szmurczaka with szlaka? Like, how the fuck do I order this? Roll the dice, right? Might die, might not. Like, what the... And you always find these 2-3 comfortable meals, and now we live in an area that's like 15 minutes from the center of the city, so not everyone delivers here. So we found this Thai restaurant that's like 5 minutes from our home, and the only thing we order is pad thai from this restaurant. It's sad. We also ordered pizza, but now we're both on, this healthy grind lifestyle, whatever. And we only ordered this because, God, do I hate food delivery apps. You think you would be happy, when you say, hey, let's order food today. And your wife would be like, oh, cool, I don't have to cook and whatever. Whenever one of us suggested, we're like, oh, no, dude, I would rather, like, I have this, fuck it, I'll just prepare something. Like, when you go to that, you know that food delivery is bad when you don't look forward to ordering something. Or maybe we live in the wrong country or city. Tell me, please, in the comments, your experiences with food delivery. Am I the only one in this, or do you also feel this way? Anyways, let's go back to Jesus Christ. What was I talking about? Let's go and see What else? The meals are fine, as I said. Pomodoro. Yesterday I did 4 or 5 hours of work, right? I was very proud. Today I did 3 actually, but the last Pomodoro I forgot to cancel it, and then I came back and I'm like, it's not fair for me to click save because it's gonna show as I worked like 5 hours. But realistically, I worked around 3 today. It was really bad, but it is what it is. Habits. Let's look at the habits. I almost had a mother flipping golden morning routine, which hasn't happened recently. I didn't do social for 1 hour, not even checking your YouTube comments, which you're not leaving enough. So subscribe and leave a comment, you donuts. I did hanging on I forgot to do plank and hanging on a bar. But as soon as I came out of the shower with the robe and everything, and I'm like, I'm getting that golden morning no matter what. And in the fucking robe, I was hanging on the thing. And then I was doing a plank just to complete it. And then I'm like, oh, the only thing that's missing is morning journal. The room is clean. I'm going to pull it out and I'm going to get that golden routine. I went upstairs to have breakfast. My wife wasn't around. She was upstairs and I forgot and I played a podcast. And then I started convincing myself, I'm like, this is mindful, right? But I know what I mean. Eat breakfast mindfully, meaning focus on the food. You don't think about a podcast or a show or whatever. I'm like, don't bullshit yourself. So I failed the eating breakfast mindfully. And naturally, when I fail one, I'm like, oh, fuck it. Pierce the other tires from the car. Like, this is a very stupid tactic. Like, when I mentioned it before, if one of your tires gets like pierced? No, that's not the fucking verb. I'm tired. Whatever. I'm always recording this late. Don't go ahead and pierce the other tires. That's the saying. But I did that and I didn't complete the morning journal. Night. We don't talk about night. We said night routine is no. I got a golden anytime. Your boy is absolutely killed. Like, I think I made a lot of progress since the first one. For real. Like, no coffee. I got my sleep, no alcohol, fast food, no bread, working out, sauna, shower, soda, juice. Like, I'm doing everything by the book, so it's been going great. Now, I'm going to mention the goals quickly. Getting to 85 kilos. We're getting there. We're going to get there. But boy, when it hits 85, I'm going to get a stack of pizzas, like 5 of them. I say that, but probably going to eat only half a pizza or something because I don't want to feel bad. Paying out this house. There is some progress in that. I got an idea today. I'll speak about it later. 4 books per month. I'm reading 15 minutes per day. So I don't know if that adds up to 4 books per month. Let me ask ChatGPT. So ChatGPT said this is the equivalent of 0.75 books per month. So it's very far from 4. Hopefully, like I'll do, in order to get to 4 books per month, I have 17 Audible credits, but Amazon is blocked on my phone because I really want to, I use my phone as a dumb phone and I have everything that's addicting, it's absolutely blocked on my phone and I don't use it. So in order to log in on Audible, I need access on Amazon and I'm too lazy. Usually my wife has the password and I need to go to her and unlock, and she might forget to lock it. And then if she forgets, I install Marvel Snap and a bunch of games and a bunch of things, and it takes a week for the more conscious version of myself to be like, hey, dumbass, tell her to lock the phone again. So I just refuse to do it. And what I'm trying to say is, if I had Audible and listened to 2 books per month, because I'm listening to a lot of podcasts, and then I increase my reading to 30 minutes per day instead of just 15 in the sauna, then I can get to 4 books. For now, I'm not getting there. 6-pack this summer. Not doing enough core exercises, honestly, in the gym. My trainer asked me, hey, you want longer workouts? Does that mean that I can add more leg exercises? And I was like, I'm still not in the gym habit. I don't feel like doing leg exercises. So we're still just doing upper body and I'm not doing enough core exercises. So 6-pack, we'll see. Fixing the leg pain. MJ finally started watching the podcast and he's going to contact Arthur. So I'm going to do something about this leg pain. God, what I really love about this podcast is there's action happening. You're not just, I would really recommend you to do this. Don't even share it on YouTube or whatever if you're self-conscious about it. Just record it for yourself. Like, I imagine, like, after 100 days, I'm going to have this amazing diary of things that I wanted to happen, things that happen, and actually changed a lot of things in my life. So maybe just upload it to Google Drive, share it with your family or whatever. But it's a really therapeutic and nice thing to do. And I think it's really changing a lot of things, especially when I say that I want something to happen. Like, I get so many DMs from people. Someone sent me a website for local assistance in Poland. Like, you go to this website, you say a task that you need to do, like you need to send a package or whatever, and a local assistant comes and does the thing. So I don't have to have a full-time employee for this. I can have someone on a task base, basically. There's one task and go do it. So if I didn't say this on the podcast, like, I would never found a service like this. So it is really nice. So I appreciate all of your comments and all of your help whenever I'm bitching and complaining about things. Yeah, so fixing the leg pain. I hate those meetings. Like, I hate those exercises. Like, the exercises are very not straightforward with this Arthur guy. Like, it's very complex, and he's like, grab 2 books, and you're like, fine. Now prop your legs against the wall. Cool. Now take these 2 books and shove them up. Like, there's so many micro rules there. Breathe and feel the air in your back. Air doesn't go in my back. You know? He's like, do you feel the air in your back? And I'm like, Yeah, there's definitely air in my bag. If I fart, maybe there's like, anyway. But after a while, the exercise started working, so I'm looking forward to fixing my pain, but I'm not looking forward to these freaking exercises. Today I noticed that I put on a shirt and I put on pants, and I actually, the weight loss number aside, I felt very happy with how I look, and I felt very confident when I went out. I went to the freaking dentist again today, but I felt like, oh, finally this is working. And you know what sucks about weight loss is it took me like, just looking at this board that I have, this is the 3rd week of every day doing 10K steps and eating clean and working out 2 to 3 times per week. So I'm doing a lot of effort, man, in order to lose weight slowly. But I can destroy this. You don't know bringing the popcorn bucket, how fast I can destroy it. Like it takes me a freaking week. It takes me a week to become burrito Kitze again, easily. Like a Marvel superhero. My cape would be this tortilla, burrito man coming. How do I want people to take me seriously when I act like this? I should act all serious and shit and grab some of this silly water bottle. I don't give a shit. So yeah, it will literally take me a week or 2 to just eat a lot of carbs and eat a lot of junk, and the weight will be back. So this is the pain in the ass about weight loss. Like, you can very easily destroy it. But anyway, feeling better, looking better. I like it. Tap myself on the back. Cleaner routine is also getting better. Today was the first time that we had a cleaner at home, and I didn't get annoyed because probably, like, I told her, hey, when I go out, I'll be out for a freaking dentist, and you can clean my office and you can clean this floor, because usually I'm like, don't bother me on this floor. I just want to focus on working and watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine on my second monitor. But like, I didn't want, disturbance basically here. And today I went out, and another nice thing is I cleaned up the office that day when I woke up at 5 a.m. Otherwise here it would be like cables and a bunch of things and cameras, and I'm like, oh, the cleaner shouldn't go in here because she might break something. But now when the office is fucking impeccable, I was like, for sure. You don't even have to, like, she went in and she was like, there's nothing to clean here, sir, because it's impeccable. So anyway, the cleaning routine is getting better. So who would have guessed, that if you do something more times and you tweak it and you improve it, things get better. Pikachu face, right? Who would have guessed that? Like, the routine that we have with MJ is getting better. Like, he accepted my feedback about what I told him about how I want him to work and what I want. Immediately accepted the feedback. We went down from like 50, 60 emails that I have. Now he's down to like 11 emails. I started answering to more people. I have 3 freaking calls next week with people. Kill me, murder me right now. I don't want them, but I still have them. And I always left these people on scene because I'm like, oh, scheduling calls and shit. So things are moving forward. And I really have a Pikachu face, like, who would have thought that you just need to make progress in a direction, and you'll make progress in that direction. It's so fucking weird. Yeah, so I definitely started to enjoy delegation in my life. Like, it sucks, and I've been this person, and if you are this person, you need to change this to do everything by yourself. I'm going to clean by myself, and I'm going to do this by myself, and then I'm going to do sales by myself, and marketing, and emails, and customer support, and then you burn out, and then you're in this cycle. I would rather give people money, like this cleaner, and MJ, and a lot of people who are helping, and it's like a collective effort to do something, better together. Even the local assistant that I want to get, a lot of people would judge you for it. It's like, oh my God, can't you just go and take a package? But if I want to optimize my time, like, my time would be spent on creative work, coding, streaming, like things that really need me. And then my free time, I don't want it to spend on going to the post office and waiting in line and doing a bunch of bullshit. I want to spend it with my daughter doing things. Maybe when she grows up and I want to introduce her to the real world and shit, I'll enjoy some of those activities. Like, I'll take her shopping. Maybe the supermarket and the post office will then become interesting activities for me. But for now, it's like I would definitely pay someone to do those things so I can spend the time on things that I love. I hope this makes sense. So anyway, I went to the freaking dentist today, and it was for the first time that I thought, you know what? Today it's like a 15-minute, they were supposed to do a 3D scan of my teeth. And I'm like, they're not going to use tools. It's going to be nice. It's not going to hurt. It's going to be uncomfortable. Do you know what's the first thing they teach at dentist, medical university, whatever it was called? I'm blanking out. The first thing that they teach is like lesson 1, how to make the patient uncomfortable. The only comfortable area in a dentist office is the waiting area. Please put old magazines from 2004, right? So they can entertain themselves. Like, they play these videos on the TV with like a person walking. These are very popular videos. Someone walking through a city. And my first thought is like, who the fuck is the idiot that records this? And then I'm like, who the fuck would actually sit down and watch this? And then while I'm waiting, I'm just mesmerized by some fucking douche walking somewhere in New York. and I'm watching that. Anyway, you think that 3D scan is not going to be uncomfortable? They put this giant fucking bulky hot thing in my mouth, and I realized that this sounds bad. Don't clip it. I'm gonna murder you. But they put this like bulky device, and my thought is like, motherfucker, it always has to be uncomfortable. It's never not uncomfortable. And she's like, now, and I'm like, hey, can I listen to something? She's like, sure. I'm like, you're not gonna talk to me? She's like, no, there's nothing to talk about. And then I see her mouthing things. She's like, and I'm like, you said mother. And she's like, open, no smile, no greed, and whatever. She's done with the scan, and I'm like, fuck. And then I see the scan, and I'm like, oh my god, this is horrible. I have to fix my teeth ASAP. Like I have, they suggested I might wear braces, and I'm definitely open to that, because back in the day, I kind of blamed my parents. Like recently I talked to them about this, and I'm like, man, I should have worn braces when I was young. Like, but usually kids who wore braces, like they had something really crooked, and that's why they would wear braces. And then I'm like, why didn't you make me wear braces? And a second later, I'm like, dude, if you made me wear braces as a teenager, I would have ran away for sure. I would have been so ashamed. What will my buddies say? But now when I don't have buddies, I can wear braces. And I'll do this podcast with braces. I don't give a fuck as long as it fixes my teeth. Like I saw that 3D scan, and I'm like, oh my god, this is bad. I'm like, can you delete this? Will you have don't vlog it, And then she's like, let's take pictures of you. And she took like a Canon camera, and I'm like, hey, you cannot be a dentist and photographer at the same time. Pick one. And she's like, now turn like this. Now smile. And I look like Chandler in that scene with Monica when they're trying to take pictures, and he's trying to, do the grin. I felt like a fucking dingus. And she's like, you have a lot of plaque on your teeth. You got to do cleaning soon. And I'm like, alrighty. I'll schedule it soon, I guess. And then I go on the reception, and in my mind, I'm like, dentist done. I'm gonna go get bubble tea. Like I always connect these events. Like I've already driven to the city center. I'm like, I'm gonna stop at a mall, get some bubble tea, maybe get a figurine or something. It's my dentist routine. I'm like, wait, but it wasn't painful today, so why the fuck would I do that? So I was like, fuck it, I'll go home. And a lady at the reception had to be like, oh, for teeth cleaning, if you want, like we have nothing to do right now. We can do it in 30 minutes. And I'm like, no, my calendar, because teeth cleaning, dude, is the worst freaking procedure ever. Like they can take out 3 of my teeth, and I wouldn't be bothered that much as with teeth cleaning, but that just, it's like a pain in the ass and pain in the nerves. I'm like, no, let me just check my calendar, and I pretend, I open my calendar. I'm like, and then I'm like, oh fuck, I would have to drive again, like 20 minutes here, 20 minutes back. With everything's going to be 1 hour of my time. And I'm like, you know what? I'll do it now. Fuck it. More reasons for me to go and get bubble tea afterwards, because this is going to be pain in the mother. So I start listening to something, and I'm trying for Tim Ferriss's voice to overpower this freaking annoying teeth cleaning thing. It's so freaking uncomfortable. But I think the AirPods, the noise canceling, kind of picked up that thing and made it even worse. So I'm like, oh man, like she's just like 30 minutes. Let it end. I'm going to go get bubble. I was thinking about this bubble tea, and everything ends, and I want to take like a sip of water, and she's like, no food and no drinks for 1 hour. I'm like, mother flapper. Got so pissed, dude. I drove home like angry behind the wheel. I was driving on autopilot. I mostly drive on autopilot because it's fucking awesome and I can just chill, but I still was holding the wheel like an angry grandpa on the way home because I didn't get my bubble tea. Anyway, I came home, made oatmeal, a bunch of other things, and I started working. I see this event on my calendar, record 0 to ship. I just can't. I don't know what's this mental block. I know people are waiting on new videos. Like, I don't know what the fuck is happening to me. If you watched all the 0 to ship video, which you haven't, there's only 3 people who have watched all of them. But to those 3 people, I'm so fucking sorry. Hopefully next week I'm traveling for 3 days. And then I have a veterinary appointment on Monday. Hopefully one of these years I'm going to finish the freaking course. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to fucking say. By the way, Croatian people who are watching on YouTube, represent your country. This is one of the best places you can visit in your life. It's called Plitvice jezera. So try to Google for Plitvice lakes. It's freaking amazing. It's mind-blowing. It seems like you're in heaven. It's absolutely unreal place. So it started raining and we bought these hoodies. Anyway, tangents, calm down. I got another parking ticket. So I was driving from the dentist's home like fucking angry. Because I said, I haven't paid for a parking because the electric car parking is always free, so I don't pay for parking. And last time at the dentist, I got a parking ticket, and I'm like, okay, but the last 15 times I haven't gotten one. So I'm like, it's going to take probably 15 more times until I get another ticket. Guess what? Today they give me another ticket, but I haven't paid the first one. Let's see what, I just want to test life. What will happen? Will they sue me? Will I go to jail? I don't want to go to jail, dude. Like, that's my nightmare. I won't be able to podcast from jail. There's bad things that can happen to you in jail, so I'm going to pay that parking ticket, god damn it. MJ, if you're watching this, please pressure me. I'll give you access to my bank account. I still haven't given that, and send you a picture. Please pay this fucking thing. I'm terrible, man. Last few things, I was walking in the rain. I went outside, like I couldn't sometimes you this treadmill I mentioned, like it's killing you. You just want fresh air. So I haven't completed my 10,000 steps for the day, and I decided, fuck it, I'll go walk outside. And as soon as I walk outside, like it's raining a lot, but you know what? You just put a fucking hoodie and you're fine. You're not going to melt and you're fine. I started walking. I didn't feel like listening to a podcast, so I decided to call a friend. I was talking to Andre. You see him in the comments usually, and we were talking about all sorts of shit. And he mentioned something about my workshops and doing workshops together and blah blah blah. And he's like, yeah, but with your audience and everything, and you can sell. And I just remembered an idea that I had so long ago, and I brainstormed it with my accountant, and he made it sound too complex, and I bailed on it. I even got like too far into researching this and taxes and blah blah blah, and I just bailed on it. So here's the idea, and it's already like, I did this before the podcast in like 5 minutes. I'm like, this time I'm not gonna bullshit. I'm just gonna start it. So I was talking to him, and then I hang up and I walk it home and whatever, and it just clicks to me. Holy shit, I got it. And it's like a way too simple of an idea, because I want to start doing online workshops. So what I wanted to do previously is schedule these workshops and see if will I get enough people by, let's say, February 27th for this type of workshop. And if I don't, I have to refund everybody. And my accountant was like, oh, but you got to have a cash register and bill everyone individually and blah, blah, blah. And today I just got this, while I was walking like in the kitchen, it's like golden ticket. Like I got this visual image of a golden ticket. And I'm like, with Lemon Squeezy, I can make like a payment link. For now, it can start as a payment link. So I already made it. You can go in the description. It's kitze.io/workshop. So you go to this link and you pay $99 for a full day of workshop, which is like way too, cheap, because usually I price my workshop when I collaborate with a conference. It's like $300 to $400 per person per day. But I'm like, let me start with 99. So this is the cheapest it's going to be. So people will be able to buy a workshop ticket for a workshop that I don't know when is it going to happen. But all I know in my mind is like golden ticket. So I'm going to work on that when I have time soon. But for now, you can buy the workshop. And what this gives you is a license key. And when enough people, like when 15 people vote, like after you get the ticket, you just reply, hey, I'm interested in the React Advanced workshop. There are 4: React Basics, React Advanced, React Basics and Advanced in the same day, and full stack workshop with Next.js, Prisma, Mantin, and Blitz. So those are the 4 types of workshops. So you buy a $99 ticket for a full day of workshops in my time, Polish time, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And basically nothing happens until 15 people are interested in the same type of workshop. So when 15 people are interested in React Basics and they buy tickets, I just schedule immediately that week the workshop time, and I email everyone, hey, the workshop time is whatever. At any point, you can just ask for a refund and be like, hey, I don't want to attend any workshop in the future. So how I want to build this as a system in Labs, the app that I'm using for teaching workshops, is basically you go ahead and like I will list the types of workshops just to simplify and people don't have to email me. And you just buy a ticket and it goes like a currency in the app. So instead of dealing with individual customers and whatever, you're basically buying a currency in my app. Like you're buying one ticket. For what? We'll fucking see. And then you're buying this one ticket and waiting until there are 15 people for the type of workshop. And as soon as there are 15 people, you get emailed that the workshop is ready and it's going to happen Friday at 9 a.m. You get a Zoom link, and then we do the workshop. You use your ticket, you put in your license key, then your ticket gets destroyed. I'm going to make some nice shredding animation in CSS. And then that's it. And I'm like, oh my God, this system is so much simpler than actually dealing with individual customers and scheduling a workshop first, but then figuring out who's going to come to it and whatever. So I'm going to try this, as I said. And I was like, before the podcast, instead of babbling about this, why don't you actually put the freaking link and then see what's going to happen? I'm going to put it every time. I'm going to mention it every time I do this. And, while walking and talking to Andre, I'm like, sometimes, I just wanted to hear him, what's going on in life. I didn't want to brainstorm ideas with him. But it's so much nicer when you do this podcast and when you talk to a friend, when you talk about your ideas. Like, that's how ideas get born. If you're just in your head and you're like, oh man, one day I'm going to show them, I'm going to be the new Zuck or whatever, you cannot get places. So I'm happy that I started this. Of course, I need to, iterate on it and make it a little bit nicer. But I'm happy that right now, because I get emailed a lot, hey man, I saw React Academy. When is the next workshop? Do you do individual workshops? And I don't have anything to send them back. Now I can be like, hey, buy a ticket here. When the next workshop is happening, I'll just tell you. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. Let me know in the comments what you think about the idea. So we're over 33 minutes. I'm going to do rapid fire through the content. So I'm going to give you book, movie, and a bunch of other shit. And then we're going to fuck off. I think I covered everything that I wanted to cover for today. All right, so book, still reading Hail Mary. Shut up. I have 2 chapters left, I think 3. I can't wait to finish this book. I don't know what I'm gonna read next movie. As I said, movie night tonight. We're going to watch Snowpiercer by the same director who made Parasite. If you haven't seen Parasite, I'm going to bother you until you watch fucking Parasite. Best movie ever. TV show, I'm starting to kind of like Brooklyn 99. We'll see how it will go. I got kind of addicted to it. Game, Hades is still killing me. I cannot make it to the last level. It's driving me crazy, but it's kind of fun. Music, I want to shout out The Black Parade by Chemical Romance as the best album ever made. You listen from beginning to end. It reminds me of my childhood. Anytime I play this album, there's no way to skip it, and I just listen until the end. It's a fucking amazing album. App, I want to shout out this app called Dropshare. It's like an alternative to Yoink, the one that I show you, like a little drawer that you have on your Mac. But the difference is in Dropshare, you just grab a couple of files and you shake them, and when you shake them, the drawer pops in there. But that's not the feature that I like, because I don't like this drawer being in the middle of my screen. The feature that I like is they can watch folders, and when a file drops in that folder, you get it like in a floating drawer. So I put my downloads folder and my videos and screenshots folder. So anytime I make a screenshot, at anytime like there's a video process or whatever, or I download a file, instead of being hidden in downloads or whatever, you usually want to do something with the file. I just get this nice floating shelf of Dropshare with the file being ready. So it's a really, really nice workflow. I'm still using Yoink, but I'm gonna try to replace it with this was it Dropshare or was it Dropzone? No, it's Dropover. I'm sorry. So there's Dropzone, Dropshare, and Dropover. So the app that I'm talking about is Dropover. It's not. Yeah, it's Dropover. It's not Dropshare. So I screwed up. And I said I'm going to do a rap bar per video. So the one that came to mind, I didn't want to go through my songs and everything, is a rap bar from Logic that I really love. He says, "People scared of change, but you'll find me deep in the cushion." I'll just let you think about it. It's not that deep, but I fucking love it. People scared of change, but you'll find me deep in the cushion. I love rap bars. Thank you very much for listening. Join the Discord, get zero to ship, join Benji.so, check Sizzy out, the browser for developers, buy a ticket for my workshop, come visit me in Warsaw when I do the talk, subscribe, like I made a longer to-do list than all of the to-dos I've done in the past 10 years. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. I really, really appreciate you. Final question, who is the singer of Chandelier? See ya. And have a nice weekend, you donuts.